Hey there, welcome to Cryptids and Conspiracies on a earlier night because we had a bunch of people with plans this weekend. Not me, not Cruel, but the other two guys had plans all weekend. They got wives or whatever. Anyway, at least Wookie does. Surprisingly. Anyway. All right. So let me bring these guys on. We're gonna start with our native Scottish man, who's gonna be kind of featured today. And if it isn't Scottish,
If it's no Scottish, it's crap!
Hey, hello everybody.
mm,
You're going to feature me?
Whoop.
What the heck for? I don't know anything. I just show up to these things. Oh, you're muted again.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming on.
No problem. Good to be
I guess
here.
I gotta bring the other guy on. I guess we gotta bring
Oh,
the other
I
guy
see
on.
you could, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess we got to cover up Nessie.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Here we go. At least Grok's idea of Nessie. But anyway. Okay. Enough delaying. Let's bring him on. Here we go.
Sir, nobody worries about upsetting a droid.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose. Wookiees are known to do that.
Hello, parkour enthusiasts!
Greetings, Wookie.
Hello,
Hello, good stuff.
everybody out there in the streaming world.
Hello.
Yes. And good stuff's in the house. Awesome. Yep. There we go. What the hell are you doing, buddy? Hey, you know what? Don't be helping Time Prophet make memes of us. And he's muted again. What are you doing?
Ow, what you doing?
What are you doing? You got the mute. You're muted. We can't hear you.
No, I'm not.
Broadcasting.
I'm not muted.
Yes, you're not muted now.
You're not.
Yeah, that. Upon reflection, that does look a little.
That's a little crazy.
Big, so,
I know. I should have done. I should have done
Right,
the
better.
crazy eyes. You know.
Yeah. You're Scottish. You always have crazy eyes. Anyway. So welcome to the show, everybody.
Hello.
Yep. So we decided to do a cryptid that everybody has heard about. Every once in a while, you got to do kind of one of the big blockbusters to kind of like get people interested. Plus, we have somebody from that neck of the woods who might have a little insight for us.
He's actually been there.
Yeah.
He's been there. He's got
Scotland's
report.
tiny. Scotland's tiny. You're all of you are in the neck of the woods, right?
It's an on-site report from about like 30 years ago. No, 35 years ago. No, 40 years ago that I've completely forgotten. So we're doing well tonight, boys.
We're on a roll now.
Oh, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So we are going to talk about the Loch Ness monster, also known as Nessie. And she or he or they, them, they. I don't want to misgender it.
There we go.
Nessie.
Kidding. I am.
Nessie
just
might
kidding.
be transaxle for all I know.
Yeah, there you go. It might be. If it's that prop from that movie, it might have a transaxle. I don't know.
Exactly.
Anyway,
yeah, it might do.
All right. There you go. But Loch Ness is in the Scottish Highlands. It's often described as large, long-necked, one or more humps protruding from the water. Popular interest and belief in this creature has varied since it was brought to worldwide attention in 1933. Evidence of existence is anecdotal. with a number of disputed photographs and sonar readings. They always bring it up. It's disputed. All this shit is disputed. I don't know why they keep wanting to bring it up. That's why they're
This
cryptids.
stuff wants to bring up parkours, so
Parkours need love too. No. Yeah, well, he parkour is going to parkour, right? Anyway, so okay, but yep. So it's located like nestled in the Highlands of Scotland, where it's pretty perpetually cold at a higher elevation. It's kind of mountainous up there, but it's just this dark lake, which has like zero visibility below just a few inches under
really
the water.
murky.
Yep. Do you remember that much? Cruel? Can you at least verify that?
I mean, each time we was there, I think I've been 2 or 3 times, maybe. It was the height of summer, so it was actually quite warm. But you know, there was very little activity, from what I recall, on the loch. And you know, we went all the way around it and round to the ruined castle, Uckert Castle. Been there a few times as well, and you know, Nessie did not appear, unfortunately. No. But we did stop off at the exhibition center, the museum, and things like that. So it was a lovely day. But yeah, no, it's quite.
How dark is that water?
Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, it was dark. Absolutely, from what I recall. Yeah. Dark, deep, cold, no doubt as well.
But for anybody that wants to, for anybody that wants to dispute how a creature can live in a lake and not be seen, Loch Ness is an entirely different animal from most lakes that you've ever seen. It's basically, it's got salt water in it. It's also got peat, and those two combined to make a dark lake. All right, just bring it up. There you go.
That's Mrs. Good Stuff, not Mr. Good Stuff.
I know. They're tag teaming.
You know, these flipping parkours will be having a right good time in the shores of Loch Ness tonight, then, won't they?
There you go. They're tag teaming me. Anyway. But anyway, so the origin of the name, basically, Loch Ness Parkour Academy. Yeah, okay. Right.
Oh wait, there we go. We're married for a reason. Yep.
But anyway.
Oh, here we go.
So,
B-Dog's in the chat now. Parkour's United.
Oh, lovely. Here we go. Maybe one of those nights I can
the Time Prophet might show up. We haven't had a sighting yet, but you never
know. For you guys, it's still Friday the 13th, so you're going to get all the bad luck. I'm done. Yes. It's Saturday the 14th now, boy.
There you go.
My Friday's over.
You made it to Saturday.
All right.
You survived.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
You were saying.
Well, moving forward, at least I'm trying.
Okay.
All right. Let me get through the parkours and try to move it forward a little bit. Hiding out. All right. But anyways, so there is something. There is like a story. It is a season of giving. Yeah, I know. But giving me a hard time is still giving. There you go. But anyway, so there is a legend that goes all the way back to 565. So, and it's from the life of Saint Columba, and it's written in 7th century AD, and it's about a Irish monk that was staying in the land of the Picts and encountered a monster, and supposedly he confronted the monster and it fled. And so that's this.
Did you say the land of the pricks?
Picts. Picts. Picts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. You can look this shit up yourself, you know. All right. Anyway, so that's pretty much the earliest account. All right. But the first modern account came back as far as 1871. And is talking about something that resembled a log or upturned boat, wriggling and churning up water, moving slowly at first and disappearing at faster speed. But this account was not published until 1934, when Mackenzie sent his story in a letter to Rupert Gould, shortly after popular interest in the monster increased. And so some people, kind of dispute its validity.
Right.
But that's if it is true, then that would be the earliest account, modern era. 1888, Alexander MacDonald of I can't pronounce it. It's a Scottish name. He sighted a large stubby-legged animal surfacing, propelling itself within 50 yards of the shore. And so it said the creature looked like a gigantic salamander. So that's kind of different from a lot of accounts.
What's that like?
But the 1933 account, this is the one that got in. Which is when Nessie went worldwide.
Oh, okay, the famous black and white picture, no doubt, eh?
Yeah.
Right.
I am sure it's probably in your slides, right, Wook?
He's probably eating.
Probably. He muted
Yes, I
himself,
have that
so
famous picture. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you bring up the slideshow and so I can add it? Maybe.
Well, I could do that, but
between bites, could you do that? That would be very helpful.
There it is.
There we go.
Okay.
There she is.
So
From 1934.
I'm gonna add it.
And supposedly
Whoop.
that picture was taken by, it's known as the surgeon's photo. That's known as the surgeon's photo.
This is the Patterson Gimlin of Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, and there's a twist to it. It was supposedly taken by Colonel Robert K. Wilson in 1934. Right. But I believe it was actually taken by a gentleman by the name of Duke Weatherall has been associated with this photo. Because the very next slide is that it was a fraud.
Oh, photo. Yeah, I remember seeing this as well.
Right.
It was, I think, 1990 something. Someone came forward. I mean, it's the grandson or grandson of this Weatherly character or something like that came forward and said that, it was just a little toy submarine with plastic and wood. And the picture, the actual picture is much wider than this here. Or if we go back to this one here, the actual picture, you can see the shoreline. This is a very close up, so you couldn't see the shoreline. Yeah. So, in fact, I don't even think I have that one. No, I don't. But yeah, the actual picture is much, much bigger, and the Nessie is much, much smaller, and you can see the shoreline in the background. So, but yeah, so it was deemed a hoax.
Right.
Came up and said that, hey.
Yeah, but there's other people that dispute that account because if you do a analysis of the photo, then the dimensions are not there for it to be a toy. Especially when you take into account where the shoreline and distances and things like that. The story breaks down, and this person that came forward that was a relative of Weatherly has a sordid past, and and somebody that was known to, always need money, and he sold this story and got made the rounds and got paid a whole bunch for this story.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so,
Yeah.
It's all about money.
yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I have to give both sides of it. And is it a toy? And, you know, it's possible.
Mhm.
But if,
Could be.
you know, there's just as much, I mean, there's actually a little bit more.
Fool's got the toy.
All right.
See?
Hold on.
See?
Let me bring you up here. There we go. Show it off.
There we go.
Mhm.
I've had this since I was little. You see, he's got the little hump
yeah.
there. It's
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
the fins
Right.
and
The humpback.
the
Fins,
tail and everything.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So,
All right. Cool. My hand puppet is in the bathtub. Yeah. Taking off for dinners and drinks.
Off
Have
for
a good night.
dinner. Have a good night.
Aw.
Thank good stuffs.
Oh
just
no,
got
the
here.
good stuffs are leaving. Well,
they're gone.
rats.
Now they're gone.
Rats. That means
Who's
that
watching us?
Yeah, that means that I might actually not have a troll in the chat for the whole entire time.
Ah!
right.
So the next
There you go.
slide,
Mhm.
the next slide here this is a drawing of an eyewitness, I think in 1934 as well,
Yeah.
of something that they claim was going across the street from this wooded area into the back into the loch.
Mhm.
And so this is their description. I guess an artist drew this, or they drew it, of what they saw. Kind of plesiosaur-esque.
Yeah, I was waiting to say.
So,
Okay.
quite interesting. And then there was a Nessie Hunter boat. Some guys, there's now back. Oh, good grief! And I have the other pictures. I didn't really look into this much, but this is, I think, one of the side scans that they took back in, I think it was 1970 or 72, somewhere in that time frame. This is a sonar of what appears to be, and this photo is not as good as some others I've seen. I just couldn't find the good one. So, but it does resemble, it has like a head with a neck and a bulbous body and what appears to be like the beginnings of a fin down here in the bottom of the screen. But that's what they went and they found. And there's another picture too, an actual photograph of what appears to be a fin. And it does resemble something that would make sense for a large creature to have. If there was such a creature in there.
Right.
I don't remember specifically what year this was in. I just found the photo. But I do remember a documentary or several over the years that referenced this picture and people and places and things that was involved with it. So, and then there's another new photo that I found, and he needs about 350.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody watches South Park, you know exactly what that's referencing.
I don't. I don't think I've seen South Park when it was doing
Oh
that,
my
so.
God! Yeah, they did a whole episode of the Loch Ness Monster. It was great.
No, I haven't seen it. Seen it.
Yeah,
I'll probably watch it now.
Yes, you should. It's good.
Right.
It's funny, but
cool.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah. Evidently, that grandson of Weatherall is an actor.
No, right, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. A fine, upstanding lot they are. Anyway, so okay. Now there's been there has been some recent stuff. A deep side scanning. Radar image turned up what looked like what looked like a Nessie
Yeah.
on its
Yeah.
side,
Mhm.
and but later on, researchers discovered that that's where the gigantic Nessie prop from the
Yeah.
Secret Life of Sherlock Holmes went
Yeah.
down. So
Right,
that's
okay.
what they think that is. They've
Well,
done
I've
like a 3D rendering of it, and that was what it looks like. So
well, here's the thing too. The sonar that they showed that it looked like a plesiosaur in all intents purposes. The neck, the body, and the head are on the same plane, meaning it's flat. The prop in
Yeah.
the movie had a distinct curvature to it. Was probably motorized somehow, or with
yeah.
humans inside.
Well, yeah. Well, that
It may not
dispute
be
comes in.
completely. It may not be completely, Nessie looking under the water.
Right.
So
Yeah. Well, that one had a longer neck, and well, the dispute comes in that the pictures of the prop, it had a way longer neck and is more snake-like than what's
Yeah.
on what that image looks like. So
Mhm.
that's been in like the explanation that's going around, but that's not 100% either.
Is it possible? Is it possible that it is a prop from something else? Another movie, maybe?
There's been several movies that have shot like Loch Ness stuff,
Yeah.
including a Doctor Who episode, which is actually Tom Baker's first time in the
Ah,
chair.
didn't know that.
It's called The Robot. I remember it from when I was a kid, but those nothing like permanent that's been left in the water that anybody can recall or that's been ever uncovered. So most of the time they use models, and it's nothing on that size
Right.
or that scope. So yeah, I don't. The whole prop thing kind of does break down a little bit.
Right.
So, like most things with cryptids, you got people that are just like time prophets, who are like, I know everything about everything, and there's nothing realistic or supernatural out there because I have the knowledge of the universe, and I am smarter than every damn body on the planet.
Yeah.
And you run into those.
We need to get him on.
But
so.
No, he doesn't come on shows. He makes videos, but he doesn't come on shows.
He actually used to.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure he's a pleasant on shows too. But anyway,
it's actually good.
But basically, I mean, I'd do a debate with him if he ever wanted to come on, but he doesn't have the courage of his beliefs like any of them do. Anyway, but anyway, all right. So, but basically, there is like definitely a theory that I'm working on, and I think a lot of this could be if you were to say that evolutionary theory is bullshit, then and that the intelligent design makes a lot more sense. Then, according to intelligent design, the world is only a few thousand years old, and i.e., we're a lot closer to dinosaurs than evolutionary theory would have you believe.
Really?
And there has been pterodactyls that were discovered still living in the old Western times. There has been other Thunderbird.
That's what they call the Thunderbird.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
right.
that's one theory.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a lot of because people don't understand that a lot of paleontology and a lot of that stuff is entirely a guesswork.
Right.
And they always start with presupposing for that's evolutionary theory, which is still a theory. Do you think if they could take the theory off of it, they would have by now? They can't. because it's bullshit.
Right.
It makes no sense whatsoever. There's some adaptive evolution. I don't believe in dinosaurs, so to speak. I got you. But there is certain things that are called adaptive. It's not evolution, but it's a environmental adaptation. Okay, and they always bring up the
Right, yeah.
moth that is in a area where there's a lot of pollution, and it took on the polluted bark colors, to hide better. That gets
All
brought
right.
up a lot. But if you were to take out evolutionary theory, which I do, and go with intelligent design, which I do, well, and you were to say that dinosaurs are a lot closer to humanity than these muckety mucks want you to believe,
Mm-hmm.
then a lot of this stuff starts making sense. And the idea that the plesiosaur could be living in Loch Ness, after the if any dinosaurs were going to survive the flood, it would be something like the plesiosaur.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It does. It would not surprise me. I mean,
Yeah,
you've had
well-
eyewitness accounts since,
Mhm.
before, back in the 500s there
Yeah.
in Scotland. So you've had eyewitness reports, and people tried to describe it as best they can in the writings and
Mhm.
stuff. And it's been
Mhm.
going on for literally centuries. This isn't a new thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's come up. That's been sighted. It's been seen up close,
Mhm.
far away. It's been known about, talked about. It would not surprise me that there would be that something like that could live in Loch Ness. It's a big place.
Yeah.
It's big.
Mhm.
It's deep, and it's
It's
dark.
very deep.
Yeah,
and
very
so
deep.
You have a creature, say like a plesiosaur, that may or may not. We don't know for sure because we don't have one in a zoo.
Yeah.
No.
No. But
Well,
they may or
well,
may
think
not
about
have
this.
some sort of echolocation, like a whale or other
Right.
mammals in the ocean have an echo type location. Dolphins, some sharks,
Mhm.
different types of aquatic life like that can basically navigate like bats navigate. At night they're blind. They're
Well,
blind, but they can.
Why are there
echolocate and know what's going on and where to
why
go.
are they finding fossils in the Sahara?
Yeah.
Why are they why do they keep
Well,
discovering
what
things
about-
that shouldn't be where it's
What
at?
about the
but it
story?
is,
Well, what about the coelacanth? Something that was supposed
Yeah.
to have been extinct for how many, freaking years? And then you've got the stories in Africa about that long neck, big thing running around over there. That the natives they're 100% convinced it's there. They've seen it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Well-
that might be some sort of a dinosaur type creature there.
Well,
or
I
a
mean-
Wait,
pond.
what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Cruel? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, you know when the dinosaurs went extinct, right?
Yeah. When?
Actually
When?
went extinct. The time
okay,
of the
okay.
Great Flood.
No, it wasn't a flood. It was a great catastrophic event. That's some random
Deluge.
catastrophic event. An asteroid hit the Earth and it changed everything.
Yeah.
And,
Rubbish!
it wasn't a flood. It wasn't a flood.
Steven! No, it was. That's what I was.
No, it
I
can't
was
be.
just-
It can't be. It can't be. You're a poo-poo
Well-
head, and I won't hear anything. I won't hear anything more. All right.
Well, of course,
All right.
as one other thing we have to take into consideration as well is, assuming it's true, of course, is
Mm-hmm.
that you've got so many different species of sharks and crocodiles that go back to the time of the dinosaur
Oh,
as well.
yep.
So
Yep.
you have the possibility that there might have been something of that nature living in the loch. It's maybe
Mhm.
not there now, but also you see people have said that something like that couldn't survive in the loch due to its its diet. Well, you don't know what its diet was. It could have been
Exactly.
a plankton.
Exactly.
It could have been a
Well,
plankton
see,
eater.
We
they
don't-
make these sweeping, they make these sweeping time prophet statements, that with the certainty that none of them have. And they make these statements like, well, this is what it looked like, and this is what its diet was, and this is how it reacted. And we know this why, because of some bones that we like haphazardly stuck together, and who the heck knows what it actually.
Well, that's the thing. The creature, if it could have been scouring the bottom of the loch, eating seaweed. We just don't know.
No.
And then occasionally,
if,
occasionally she pops up and goes, "Hello," and that's it.
Well, I mean, think about this. Okay, what if there's like some gigantic sea-going creature, and suddenly the sea got way, way, way over land, and it just floated around, trying to find a place, and then when this waters receded, it wound up in the middle of freaking Highlands of Scotland.
Yeah. Like,
and suddenly it's like in this landlocked lake, and it's got its habitat there. It's got like something it can eat, giant bones, right?
Yeah. I mean that's the thing, isn't it? It's one of those things that they do believe that the loch is connected to the ocean via an underwater cave or tunnel or something like that. So
that's speculation. It's never been proven. Yeah.
They reckon it, but so a seal was spotted in the loch, so it came from somewhere. It's well within the realms of possibility and salmon have been spotted in there too. So things can get in and out. But as one of the guys said, you're not going to see a whale in there. That's not going to get in or out. You're not going to see a big whale in there. If one swam in there when it was little, it would probably get stuck in there, and then you would find it. It would starve.
Well, one thing that they keep seeing, is they keep seeing massive moving of water.
Yes.
A lot of the videos I saw, and the scientists say that it's just it's just wind on the loch, except it's going against the wind, and there's this massive movement of water, like it looks like almost like a boat keel going through the water upside down.
Yeah,
and
I heard on a documentary I watched years ago that I think there was this theory that it was some sort of opposing current or something, and that's why you were getting all those funny ripples or humps. Yes, there's logs. Logs have been attributed for that as well, but again, that's just a theory. I mean, there's plenty of those, plenty of theories for this, that, and the other. So,
well, water doesn't usually go against the current.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It doesn't usually go against whatever current is the prevailing current. You couldn't have a double current going against each other.
No, it would just go.
It would just fizzle out.
Yes.
So I went through a lot of eyewitness accounts today. I saw several things that I thought were pretty interesting, but there's a whole bunch of videos, out there. There's one from 1996 that a dad took, and didn't realize till later that they saw a huge disturbance in the water, like a massive creature was on the surface there, and you can hear in the background. You hear some bagpipes playing in the background. I guess they're piping bagpipe music for But he didn't even see it till later, and until he was like watching his home videos, and he saw it later, and he uploaded it to YouTube. Just we saw this, and this is, and then you had a lot of people like, "Oh, that's just moving the water. I don't know why you even uploaded that," And it was the guy is like, he's just like, "I'm just showing you. I don't know what it is, but it's in the Loch Ness. It's this huge movement of water," And I thought about showing that one, but I decided that out of all the videos I saw, this is the one that kind of like I was like, you know.
Yeah.
So let me show it. Here we
Cool.
go.
17th, 2021. This sighting comes equipped with a video, so I'm gonna let you decide on this one. This is a video from a farm looking upon the loch on March 17th, 2021, a St. Patrick's Day sighting. In this video, you clearly see a dark shadow pop up in the water and you watch it move across the lake. As it perhaps turns to the side, we get quite the profile shot of it, and it appears to be long. Now, this is a lake. There are no long or big sharks in this lake, so this is quite a notable sighting. Whether the shadow is a large dark fish is debatable because it is quite long at one point, and it is quite a dark shadow. Does that look like a fish to you? Would love to know your.
Well, it's not a whale.
No, I wonder if it's the seal that they spotted up that way. Maybe could it be the seal?
That's
At that
awfully long.
size, that's
No,
a gigantic
I don't know.
freaking seal, man.
Yeah.
I wonder if
That's
it's I wonder if it's
huge.
it's maybe a shoal of fish or something like that. A group, a shoal of fish, perhaps. Maybe, you know, could it be a shoal?
You got fish that big? You got
No,
fish
I'm
that
saying
big?
like lots
Seriously?
of fish. Lots of
No,
fish.
that wasn't a school of fish.
Yeah.
That was not a school
No,
of fish. But
that was
you know,
massed
and the-
together, and it
and the
was
water-
like making right turns.
Weird. I don't
Yeah.
the
know.
water is very calm right there. You don't
Yes.
see a lot of activity
Yes. Well,
as far as like the waves or the kind of current.
from what I recall, like I said before, when we were up that way, it was very much like that. You know, just very calm. So
Right.
it would have been a dead giveaway if something was going on, unless, of course, it was at the opposite end of the loch. But yeah,
Right.
How many people live around there?
Well-
Is that densely populated or sparsely populated, Cruel?
there's some towns and villages. I mean, the nearest city from there is probably Inverness.
Mhm.
That's where the river goes in. So if I'm getting my geography right,
Mhm.
you come out of Inverness and go across the loch and go out onto the road round. So it's been a long time.
I
Like
believe
say,
it's. I believe the lakefront. A lot of the property is like spoken for by just a very few families, and
yeah,
and the rest is government because Scottish is a socialist government. I don't know if you know that.
it never occurred to me at all.
That seizes land all the time.
Yeah,
But for whatever reason, the reason why that one really, I was like, you know, I've seen a lot of like distance videos, but that one right
Yeah.
there, it's close enough. You can definitely see the shape of something under there, and it was very long, and it's very
Yeah.
big, and it was moving at a pretty decent clip. So
I mean, on some of the things that I've seen and read about a plesiosaur or a like creature is these things could be as long as a frickin' city bus or longer.
yeah,
And you've got the head or the neck, I should say.
mm,
The neck is generally longer than the tail, but almost equal to the body. So, and then you've got the four flippers that are on the side. But yeah, it's a long freaking creature. So something that has a long spine, like plesiosaur would have, long neck, the body, and then the tail. Well, that's all a spine. That's all the spine. And so something that long that can move in two different directions at the same time, i.e. a tail, a neck, and to make maneuvers like that, you know, sharp turns either way, up, down, whatever, you know, they have to have a long spine to do that, you know.
Well, I was seeing there was like one video I watched where there's like two different movements of water like in tandem going across the lake, and they're pretty sizable movements of water, and so you know, whatever's under there, it's pretty it's pretty large, and it does displace a lot of water when it moves around. So a lot of the sightings that you see, a lot of the eyewitness accounts are from way back. There hasn't been like a lot of like definitive eyewitness accounts of her. Even if the famous photo is faked, it's like, where did he come up with the idea for it?
Right.
There must be some legends going back.
Something. Well, one other thing I was going to say is, I mean, and we mentioned this before. I forget which show it was, but you know, when you think about creatures that existed in the past and those that still exist, a lot of them over the centuries are smaller now. So, you know, it's entirely possible that there might still be something in there that's just smaller than it was when these accounts first started, if those accounts were in fact real. So who knows?
Anything's possible. I mean, you could have, I'll use this analogy, cats and dogs.
Right.
When a mother dog, let's say, has a litter of puppies, they all at the start look roughly the same size. Exactly. But then the difference is as they grow, you know, you might have one that's noted as the runt of the litter. You're going to have the runt, and you know, then you're going to have some in between, and you're going to have the big ones. So I'm guessing that could be possibly something with this type of creature as well, where if they had, you know, a pup, litter, whatever they want to call it, however they have offspring, it could have, you know, different genetic paths. Some could be smaller, some could be bigger, some could be in between those. You know, some may have a different coloring of skin or something like that.
Well, like the black sheep, isn't it?
We don't know. We don't have any at the zoo.
Well, the Bible mentions Leviathan, which is a gigantic sea creature, multiple times.
Right.
It's like Psalm 104:26. Where there the ships sail about. There is that Leviathan which you have made to play there. And can you draw out the Leviathan with a hook, or snare his tongue with a line which you lower? Can you put a reed through his nose, or pierce his jaw with a hook? Job 41:1-2. And there's a lot of mentioning of the Leviathan in the Bible, some kind of giant sea creature, and a lot of them would be like after the flood. So,
you just said that was fake, but now it's real.
What did I say was fake?
The flood. It was a non-something.
No, I was being sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic back. You can't do that. If you sarcastic back, you cancel out the sarcasm, and it becomes a statement of truth. You can't.
I thought the Leviathan was referring to some form of whale.
Well, when you look at some of the like fiction and things like that, Leviathan is often depicted as like a sea serpent. A large one.
It's what it says. It says a serpent, or a gigantic serpent with a long neck would be serpent-like. So it's mentioned in the Bible multiple times. So there's something large that dwelt in the sea, and accounts go back. The verses in the Bible were written in BC. So it goes back.
If we were to just take the Bible and just what I said about creatures from the past being smaller, it's entirely possible that Leviathan might have been a massive eel. Or a massive sea serpent, right enough, like a water snake or something. But, you know.
Well, I'm just saying that there's context. Yeah, I'm just saying that there is context. So, So, okay. All right. So we're closing up on 10 till. I guess we can pretty much make our determinations. Let me go ahead. I forgot to bring up my my stream. Talks amongst yourselves.
Well, can't. He's eating again. He's muted.
Anyway, so yeah. What could you like help me out here? Help me out here. Is he even there?
I don't know. Nessie's not up.
I'm sorry, I muted
God,
myself.
he's useless.
You did.
I pulled the bunny.
Yeah.
How can you mute yourself?
I was trying to
No,
say.
StreamYard mutes
have a-
me.
Well, well, that's a personal problem now, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
So, yeah, I have a poll in my chat, and I have a whopping one person who voted in it.
Right. It wasn't you, was it?
And no, it's not me, not I, not it.
Well, it wasn't me because if I was to vote in your polls, that would be cheating. So
Yes.
we'd be voting twice. So
Bunny, you've got your poll up too. Did you remember?
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. I forgot to bring it up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was running late.
So we want to close these polls out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to remember how to get there.
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
yeah.
Password. Okay. Where we at? All right, here we go. I found it.
All right.
It's not letting me click on it. Damn it. Mm.
Yeah.
I tried to.
Buggers.
I know.
You're playing funny buggers, StreamYards. You're not impressed.
Oh, shut up.
You have upset Nessie. There you go. That'll teach them.
That'll get her done.
That'll teach them.
Yep.
Okay, there. I think I finally got there. All
How's
right.
it looking then?
Now, got any my poll? I'll close it out real quick. The good stuffs were there earlier. Maybe they voted. I don't know.
Oh yeah, of course
I gotta check.
Oh yeah.
It's like they went away and took the rest of the chat with them.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
B-Dog was in my chat, so
Yeah, B-Dog's still there. Well,
He
that's a
was
way.
in
I know.
so anyway, I closed my poll out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, mine's still pulling up. Come on. All right. I got 2 votes. I'll end my
right.
poll.
All
I
right.
told you the good stuffs were there, so I guess they voted. Okay. So what was yours?
My poll.
What was
we
your
had,
vote?
undecided. Undecided.
It must be B Dog. He's kin to Abby. You can definitely
Yes,
tell he's kin to
and
Abby.
me.
Anyway. And you. There you go. So I got one confirmed, one debunked. We got one undecided. So
Wow.
all righty. So we're going to start with Mr. Cruel. What are you thinking, sir?
Yeah, well, there's definitely something there. Definitely something there.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a plesiosaurus,
So
but there's definitely something.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're confirmed.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go confirm myself. What do you think, Wookie?
Yeah, I think there's something there,
But
I
I
don't know exactly what the hell it is. We don't know
What
if
the
it's a
hell is wrong with this
plesiosaur.
family?
I'm gonna say I'm in the middle on this one.
No, you're not. You're confirmed.
I'm in the middle on this one. Because
right.
too many times there's been, questionable sonar scans and things like that.
Yeah.
And then it just, there's a lot of things. The Loch Ness and its inhabitants needs to be studied. I don't know how. We were talking about thermal, whatever. That's a possibility. I know they use side scan, radar, sonar, other things like that. They've been using. But they actually need to physically get this thing on film. They need to physically get it on, with its head out, moving around, running around, or doing whatever it does, swimming around, that you can physically see it. It's not like a questionable, oh, it's a log. Oh, it's the current fighting each other. All this other crap.
And yet, do you believe in the Sasquatch wholeheartedly with just one freaking video?
Yes. Now there's other videos, but there's also other evidence. So, yeah.
Oh,
Cam
okay.
is in the chat.
Okay.
How are you?
Cam.
Hey, Cam.
Been
What's
lurking
up?
in and out.
You've undecided. All right. Dinner's on the table. All right. Thank you, Cam.
Cam, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. I'm only in the middle because I don't know if what this is. Could this be a big fish? Could this be something else? Could it be a plesiosaur? There's something going on for damn sure.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not,
one thing I forgot to say.
I'm not undecided, that's for sure.
There is a lot of stuff that is played up on for the touristy things.
I bet.
That's definite. And there's a lot of stuff that's been faked. There's people put fake.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Stuff, so
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, $80 million going into the local economy is a motivator, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm just going to, it just fits in with my theory of intelligent design, and that the world's not as old as the morons who want to, call a theory reality just because it fits their godless worldview. So I'm a confirmed on this one. I really think that there's something there. I don't know why. I guess because of the water's so dark, and because creatures don't move around in the daylight, and
no.
And there's really not been any very extensive night searches that have been conducted.
I forgot to say that. That's one thing that guy in the video I watched said. He says, "What if it's nocturnal?" People don't consider that.
The drawing that I showed you guys in the slideshow that was taken, that was witnessed at night. It wasn't during the day. That was at night. So
right.
And if this individual who saw this back in 1934 was claiming it was coming out of the forest and going back into the water, best time to do it is at night because no one's going to see you, or per se, So,
well, it's also a reality that the fishing in Loch Ness is shit.
Right.
And so there's never been a lot of fish caught in the Loch Ness, and it's not because it's not an environment that wouldn't be conducive to fish. It's just that something in there, the ecosystem of Loch Ness happens to consume a lot of fish. So that's pretty much documented. So take of that what you will. Hey, there you go.
I've still got the beard though.
There you go.
It's just bloody gray. You can hardly see it.
Well, let's dye the damn thing like I do anyway. You don't look like Wookiee, do you? I mean, come on now. Anyway, so I guess if I add up my numbers right, I guess because me and Cruel going confirmed, and one vote on mine being confirmed, and everybody else been split up and between undecided, in between undecided, in the middle.
B-Dog thinks there's something there.
He
so.
didn't vote.
Yeah,
so
undecided is.
it could have been either Abby on the sly, or it could have been the Time Prophet because you pissed him off, Bunny. So he decided to vote undecided.
Sneak it.
Well, what's he going to do? Pray for my soul?
Let up on the guy. Huh? Let up on the Time Prophet. Just a
Sneak it, Kuren timorous beastie.
There you go, anyway. What's it going to do? Pray for my soul or something? Anyway.
I don't know.
All right.
He might play his
Can
guitar
you
for you.
All right. It is what it is.
He'll write a song about you. Want to hear it? Here it goes.
There you go. All right. So if I add up my numbers right, it looks like undecided is second, but confirmed has the most votes.
Hey.
So I guess we're going to have to go with a confirmed.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
All righty. So
Entertaining. Yes, he is. He is very entertaining.
Yeah.
yeah, he's entertaining in a very nihilistic, soulless way. He's very entertaining. There you go. Anyway. So, all right. So that's been Coop for Telepathic Bunny Comics here with Mr. Gruel Barab and Mr. Wiki Fever. What was you eating tonight, Wook?
I was just snacking on some sunflower seeds.
Oh, sunflower seeds again. Oh, okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Good enough. Fair enough. Likely answer. All right. Anyway, so because we did our show tonight, we're not going to be here Saturday night or Sunday, and depending on the schedule of Wookie and Abby, I don't know what night we'll be doing it next week. It might be Sunday or Friday. So it just depends on what they tell me.
Well,
but next week will be Waco. So we're going to do Waco.
So we are going to do the Waco. Huh?
well, obviously we went and did Pearl Harbor. We did the whole Pearl Harbor thing, and I was I've been watching a video on Waco, so it's just that threw me off.
Well, last week was the anniversary, and Abby brought that up.
Yeah,
and I thought
that's right. Yeah.
So, but
we're
done.
If we did it on Sunday, well, actually, I'm trying to think because I think Abby said it was next weekend. He's not in town.
Okay.
Well, where is he tonight?
Probably still trying to get home on the freeway.
He's in California.
Oh yeah, he's in California. So yeah, he has to go from the coast inland from work.
Yeah, gotcha.
It takes longer to get home than it is
right.
to work. So.
All right. So anyway, so pray for Abby to be able to move.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Yep.
That's been Coop for Telepathic Bunny Comics. We will be back next week. It looks like either Friday or Sunday night. We will try to let you know as soon as possible. And you all have a very good weekend, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Catch you later. See you later.
See you.
Yeah. Here we go.